Hey, what's going on? It's Jon. Should that be a new thing? Should that be a new thing? Hey, what's going on? It's Jon. What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday, March 1st. Oh boy, there's so much stuff going on. But you know what? Today, it's all Wild Dinosaur. It's all just this. Sorry, as you can see, there's an empty chair here. I think I heard some dog bark. So I think the person that should be sitting in this chair, I think, is here. Yeah, I can hear him. Anyways, before we get started, don't forget to check out wilddinosaur.com. It's the best place to support the channel. Here's a tote bag from the shop. It's pretty badass. It's pretty great. There he is. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up? Parallel park.
You had to parallel park.
Well, I did. I parallel parked.
You didn't? Did you triangle park?
No, just parallel.
So,
what's up, everybody?
Oh, you're muted. There you are.
Okay, thanks. Never mind. So, yo, what's up?
What's going on?
Just getting off of work here. It's pretty brisk outside for a Southern California evening.
It's pretty brisket outside. Damn, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I could go for some brisket. Dude, honestly, we might have to make a trip out to the old Wood Ranch after this.
You know, speaking of barbecue, I just heard Bandits is closing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We just saw that location in the one in T.O.
Yeah.
We drove past there the other day.
Yeah, the one here is closing.
That's crazy. It's been a staple since before I moved here.
Yeah. Also, if you're hungry, there's a little bit of goldfish left there. You're more than welcome to.
Thanks.
For now. Because I know he just worked 15 hours.
No, not quite, but yeah.
No, it was 26 hours. You worked a full 26 hours.
It's close to 10.
Damn. Why you gotta?
Ooh, that's good.
Why you gotta go and
why'd you gotta be
life?
so rude? Anyway, what's up? What's up, internet world?
What's going on, everybody? I think this was me. This was me when I was doing the link to the
episode.
Yeah, the episode and on social and stuff.
It's all right.
Like that.
Nice spike.
Yeah, we'll see. But today's an interesting episode. You know why?
I mean, I know why. Does everybody else know why?
Yeah, because The Mandalorian came out.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. How was it?
The first episode. It's pretty bullshit.
Yeah?
It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It's, I don't know, maybe worse than... the CG is probably way worse, like 10 times worse than like the Scorpion King.
I'm sure.
No, it's great. It's really great. I'm so pumped that it's back.
It's awesome show.
Yeah, it's
Definitely
a good episode, and they did I saw Christian Harloff had done like so he went to a premiere. They did a premiere in LA yesterday.
Oh,
where
cool.
They showed it in the theater, and they showed the first 2 episodes.
So we only get one for now.
We only get one for now.
All right. Yeah, I rewatched a movie last night that I hadn't seen in a while. I'd only seen it once prior.
Oh yeah.
That was the first Knives Out.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Yeah, I had to rent it. It wasn't available on any streaming platform. So
it's not on Netflix? It was on Netflix.
It wasn't on Netflix this time. They just had the Glass Onion. But dude, great movie. And I think I've said this before, but say what you will about Last Jedi, but that is the best out of the
new Star Wars.
Yeah, the 7, 8, 9.
That one's conflicted. I think the worst is definitely Rise of Skywalker. I'm conflicted on The Last Jedi because there's some really, really good stuff in The Last Jedi, and then there's some stuff that like all of the side characters, all of them have literally nothing to do, or whatever they're doing literally amounts to nothing. It narratively doesn't go anywhere.
And that may be a consequence of not like
that's
the
Lucasfilm problem. That's the Lucasfilm problem of not having a plan. But anyways, I don't want to get into.
We don't have to get into that right
Star
now.
Wars.
Today's a day for celebration.
Yeah, it's a celebration.
Yes. incredible. This is my first time hearing it. For those out there.
Yeah.
I mean, my first time hearing it. Yes, nice.
I've been meaning to do that for like a week or so now, and I had like a couple minutes today, and I was like, "Oh, go do that, go do that."
Incredible, love it.
Yeah, it's the fresh.
Making me hungry though. Pizza. I want pizza.
It's so good. I love that soundbite so much.
Wow.
Oh
Good,
man,
nice work.
Yeah.
If that's all you did,
that's
good.
all I did today.
If that's like, we could just play that on loop for the entire episode. I think it'd be fine.
No, we actually have quite a bit of stuff to get through today.
Finally, we have some material.
Yeah, some real material. Pat and I finally released New Pantz II. It's up on almost all the major streaming services. It's not on Bandcamp, but it is on like Spotify.
Spot. How many flies do you spot?
Is that 10 or is that the same one just in different spots?
I think it might just be the same one. No, we don't. You don't even have any flies in here. It's winter.
No, not yet. Yeah, I just washed all my clothes. So
You got like the classic like the circle of gnats,
Yeah.
just buzzing about.
Well, right as you were walking in, I was doing a little Wild Dinosaur plug. I was kind of vamping a little bit, and I was like, "What do I usually do at the beginning?" I wasn't gonna do a Wild Dinosaur plug because the whole episode is essentially going to be a Wild Dinosaur plug because there's a lot of stuff going on. So we released this new record. It's out. You can find it on Spotify and Apple, and it's on YouTube if you search New Pantz II.
New Pantz Roman numeral 2.
Yep. And so it's up there. But we do have some things that I wanted to show. I need to pull this up.
Oh, nice.
And undo that. This is the Wild Dinosaur website. I don't often do this. I should start doing this more. But you can see here that I've got I got these. This is the New Pantz, New Pantz 2 album cover. We've got it here on posters.
It looks good on that navy T-shirt.
Squared posters, and we got them on T-shirts. I'll go to the T-shirts real quick so we can see the colors that they got. There's that navy heather. There's black.
It's like a black heather.
Ox blood.
Oh yeah, that looks good too.
I think this is regular navy, and then this was brown, I think. And then like a forest heather green, maroon. I really like the maroon. I think this is the army.
Ox blood. I think is super nice too.
The army green looks good. I have 2 of these colored shirts now. This aqua shirt.
You like that color?
I do. And I think this looks good on there too. This is green.
It looks good on there too.
And heather gray, and then white. So there's some good stuff. Yeah, here's that ox blood again.
Yeah, I'm liking that ox blood.
I
think I like the ox blood and the army green.
Personally, I like the name ox blood just because it's badass, but also it reminds me of I've heard I'm familiar with the term ox blood in color, but I hadn't heard it for a while until I was looking at Jazz Masters, and then I saw
nice.
the one that Noveler has.
Yes,
it's the same one, but ox blood color. It's really nice.
Right,
So
his signature model's in 2. Yeah,
he has an older one, I think, that's in another set of colors. But yeah, here's the poster.
Poster looks good.
They come in various sizes. There's 10 by 10, 12 by 12, 14 by 14, 16 by 16, and 18 by 18.
Well, I have in my room right now. I have a framed album of damn it, what? Can't even remember what it is. I have an Animal Collective. You know that one that looks like when you look at it, it looks like it's moving.
It's the
Merriweather Post.
Merriweather.
Yeah, Merriweather Post Pavilion, and I would like to replace that with my album.
Yeah, well, there you go. You got
because I actually have like a framed. It's not like a picture of the album art. It's literally the album.
Yeah.
So like, I could just put that in my record collection.
So anyways, that's the Wild Dinosaur website. You can go there, and up at the top it'll say merch, and just go to the merch store, and it'll take you right there. And the New Pantz stuff is right at the beginning. So yeah, that's what's going on here?
That's item A.
That's item A. But we're here because we want to listen to some music, right? You want to hear what we've been up to? Well, here's the album art. You've seen it. We'll just keep this up the rest of the episode so people know what's going on. But yeah, we have tracks for you to listen to. The whole record actually. And one more little surprise. I'm gonna let everybody know now. There's 4 tracks. The third track on here, we made a music video.
Ooh.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
No, I'm just kidding. I knew about it.
Yeah, Pat. I'd started like a first version of the thing, and then Pat came over, and I think we like completely trashed like the couple of things I had, except for the one clip.
Right.
And then
I do like the clips that
What were we doing? We were just watching a movie or something. Oh yeah. We were watching. What were we watching? This is.
Oh, Robin Hood.
Robin Hood. Yeah, we're watching Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
And I put this together. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. The best Robin Hood movie ever made.
I think we talked about that last week on another episode.
We did. And I'll have some great films that I've watched that I've told you about.
So I'm just going to take off my jacket here.
Yeah, go for it.
Stripping down on camera.
For Friday's episode, I got a couple of things I want to talk about. Yeah, take it off. Hot tub stream, baby.
Yeah, dude, I've been wondering when you're going to replace your bed with a hot tub already, so we can, get in there.
Oh, it'll happen. Don't worry.
We're
I just need to get some sand in here.
And of course, nothing weird. Just 2 dudes in a hot tub.
Yeah, nothing weird. Just blowing hot air up our buttholes.
Yes.
All right, so...
Which is coincidentally how we made a couple of these tracks.
It's true. Well, let's listen to the first one. The first one we got here, let's listen to it, and then maybe we can do some commentary on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, we'll play this first one. We'll mute our mics so we're not annoying, so you guys can hear this all. But yeah, this first track is called Board Shorts, and yeah, we'll talk about it afterwards. But here it is. So this is when we were underwater. We had to mic a shark. It was crazy.
This is when the Coast Guard rescued us. That's when we were working on this part.
That was that. That was me after
treading water for hours.
Yeah. I was like, oh, thank God.
If I recall correctly, your head was just like barely completely submerged. I thought we're gonna have
You thought I was dead.
I thought it was gonna be a Jack and Rose type situation.
We should have named one of these tracks Jack and Rose.
That may be for the next record.
But yeah, I had. I guess I'm gonna talk over these a little bit. some sweet guitar, fantastic guitar. That
I think that's the only guitar on the
yeah,
entire record.
This, and then there's a rhythm part after this.
Right here. Not quite, but
But there's for there only being 2 guitar parts in this whole record, each part is a different guitar. Actually, this might be the Les Paul as well.
just the part that kind of sounds like a little non-standard Western type, like, kind of sounds a little like, it's got a little like exotic feel to it.
A little bit. I think it's just that key melody.
I like that little transition, that like,
I think this is my favorite song from the record because so much work went into it over.
Yes, we did spend a lot of time on this one.
Yeah.
Mixing too, I think it probably took the longest to mix as well, just because there's a lot going on.
Well, when I had the mics muted, we were talking about how this this record had a couple of different phases, and one of the phases was I had thrown a bunch of songs together and I was like, this is new Pantz II, and then we got rid of most of them. Some of them are gonna end up on like a Wild Dinosaur record, but I think this is the only one that survived that round of stuff, and then we kept going with it.
Yes.
So anyways, yeah, that's Board Shorts. That's the first track on the EP. That was again one of the other things. I'm having a little bit of a hard time thinking about the whole history of that specific song because it's been around for quite a while for us, but also for about the last 6 months or so, maybe even longer. I had been really wanting to put vocals on it, and I don't have the range, and I was just having a hard time coming up with any sort of lyrics that I thought worked with this.
Yeah, I think we've had that track for over 2 years.
Probably. And I mean, ultimately, this record is the first one came out in 2019.
Yes.
Yeah. This record has been in the works for 4 years.
That's true.
Ultimately, so.
Yeah, the next track is the oldest of the bunch.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second, but let's keep talking about this one a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, there's a lot to say.
We spent probably the most time on this one over the 4-year period.
Let's see. What's some of the stuff we used on this? You were just talking about how you think you used the Les Paul on the.
Well, I was wearing shorts, but then I got bored of them, so.
See, you just.
Yeah, no,
just went commando.
Yeah, totally commando. I was just wearing the net underwear in most.
Right.
Like shorts.
Yeah, you just cut the net part out, and
yeah, I just kept wearing those. Yeah, I had the opposite of what most people do with those.
Fishnet undies.
Just cut those out.
Not very supportive, but you know.
Yeah, so let's see.
It's like those little underwear you get after surgery.
If I remember correctly, I had recorded the original guitar parts with my Fender. Me and Ryan call it the Freak Show 51, but it's the Fender Pawn Shop. And then I re-recorded them. I think I re-recorded both parts, the rhythm there at the end, and then those lead parts going into the end part on the Les Paul that I just sold recently.
And the listeners obviously don't know this, but there was a main guitar part kind of throughout the track that was like a.
There was like 2 parts.
It was a pretty catchy melody.
There was like 2 parts, but ultimately those were.
There was just too much going on.
They were sitting in the way of the other synth melody stuff, and it was easier to get rid of the guitars than the synth stuff, because the synth stuff was really like part of the driving force of the song. Voice. It's the driving voice of the song.
It was the driving voice. Yeah, and that was like two different synth parts, it kind of into one sound.
Was that the mini log?
Well, it was initially,
and then you took took the MIDI files,
yeah,
and then redid them.
Yeah, I changed up the MIDI tracks on those and ran them. It was like I just used a couple soft synths.
Yeah,
I think they were the Soft Tube ones. Shout out to Soft Tube, looking for sponsorship.
Or Music Freaks.
No, Soft Tube makes some great stuff. This was the model. I think it was the Model 72, which is like their mini Moog. Their software mini Moog, and then also I used the other one. I think the other one might have been from Omnisphere, actually, or the Model 84 from Softtube, which is like their Juno.
Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that song did start as it was originally the Minilog and the TR-8S for the drums. And I almost got rid of the drums completely and redid them. And we started redoing them, and then we ended up keeping some of the stuff that we redid there at the end, give it a little bit more life.
Yeah.
Some more like drum fills and stuff like that. So there's some layered TR-8S drums against Addictive drums.
Yeah, some great sounding stuff from Addictive drums.
Yeah. So yeah, it was Minilog, guitar, TR-8S originally, and then Pat took the synth, the MIDI parts, and redid those, and then I re-recorded the guitar parts.
And then I can't recall if there was any actual if we kept any bass guitar part in there.
No, there wasn't any bass.
Yeah.
I think it's all just synth bass.
Got it.
Yeah, it's that do 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 do.
And then at the end, you have those other keyboard parts that you played.
Oh yeah. There's like the melody where you're like, oh, it feels like Middle Eastern or something.
It feels like I'm Aladdin.
Coincidentally, I was trying to have sex with a tiger when I wrote those parts.
Raja.
I mean, sorry, let me rephrase that. The tiger was trying to have sex with me, and I was just
a willing participant.
I was just playing coy at first. So yeah, that's the first track, Board Shorts. You want to move on to the next one, or you got anything else to say about that first one?
That first one, just that. I can't stress how much we worked on that one. We really did spend a lot of time on that track.
Yeah, and I guess the thing that I forgot to say was when I spent so much time trying to think about vocals and how to do them, that we did end up just wanting to get the record out, and so the alternate option I had in my head is I started using my director brain because doing a directing certificate, and I was like, why don't we do like soundscapey stuff? So I started downloading like seagull sounds and people playing at the beach, and then all the water sounds and stuff like that. So that's where that came from. It was originally going to be more of like a pop song, but I don't know. I really like how this turned out, and it made me want to make more like pop songs into like cinematic pieces, if that makes sense in that regard.
I think it works.
But anyways, let's move on to the next track, and that is track number 2. It's called Pleats.
And then in parentheses,
Grass Stains.
Grass Stains. This is an old track.
This is an old track. So when we say New Pants is 4 years old, it's probably a little bit longer than that, because
this one's nearly 5 when we first originally made the track.
Yeah, it was originally going to be on the first New Pants record, and we dropped it. We dropped it because the record label was like, no.
Yeah, it just didn't it just really didn't fit in with the rest of the record.
It kind of fit, but it was just doing it was unbalanced. It was making the record unbalanced, and so we pulled it, and we kind of forgot about it for a while. And like I was saying before, when I at one point I had a batch of songs that I was like, this is going to be New Pants 2, and then we got rid of most of them. as we were looking at like, it was the Board Shorts was the one song that we had that we're like, we don't want to get rid of this. We almost released it as a single. I think we were talking about that.
True.
And then we were like, well, do we have anything else? Like, do we have anything else that could work? And then we both remembered that we had this track, and I think we did a little bit of work with like the vocals on that, like the vocal samples. I think we did like minor stuff, but the song was pretty much done.
Exactly.
By the time we like had gone back to look at it.
Just a few months ago, we did the vocal samples, and then we worked on the mixing a little bit, and I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah, that was it. We didn't have much to do. I think we spent a total of like an hour on that song or something. Like that.
Yeah, maybe a little,
like an hour or two, something like that. But yeah, let's get into that one. Let's check that out. Let's listen to Pleats. We did premiere this.
We did. Yeah, we played this on a previous.
Was it on
the 100th episode?
100th episode. Why am I getting?
It's a very happy tune.
Yeah. I think it was the vocal samples that came later. Or not. I think maybe we put them on originally. Excuse me. Recording these vocals was a nightmare. My voice was shot after that, so was Pat's. We ended up blending our voices together. That's why it sounds like that. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. I have to go. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
It's a pretty fun track.
Yeah. I sent the Spotify link to my directing group from a couple of quarters ago when I had the when you helped me film all those.
Any feedback so far?
Yeah, one person said they were going to listen to it later, and then the other person was this guy Malcolm, who's awesome. He's got a YouTube channel. He does some movie reviews. He was the one that was saying he might want to use us for score. He's liking all the synthy stuff. Do you remember anything about putting this song together originally, like 5 years ago? Because I don't remember much.
I can talk about some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I also know it because I have the tracks labeled and everything in the project file.
Yeah. Yeah, half the projects Pat started at his house, the other half were at my house. It was funny putting this trying to organize all the tracks because it was like 2 songs we had to come over here to work on, 2 songs we had to go over to your place too. So yeah, that's Pleats. That's number 2.
So yeah, that track, I think that was the first song that we made when you moved back in 2018.
That was the first track?
Yes.
Was it really?
The first track that we made together, maybe ever, as well as like just being in the same
room together.
Yeah, and I mean the first track we had made together in years. Otherwise, it was just back and forth,
Gotcha.
Emailing stems back and
forth. It was that one?
Yeah.
Was it really?
I think so.
Yeah, because both Summer Splash and what's the other one? I'm totally
Floodgate.
Floodgate, yeah, Floodgate. Yeah, those. New Pantz 1. Didn't we do that at your place?
We did, but we made that track after
Later?
we made Pleats.
I thought we made this first because... Oh, yeah, Pleats. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, we did. We made Pleats back when it was called something else.
We'll see. I guess this is why I still... I don't totally doubt you on this because you have a better memory than I do. But New Pantz 1 we made, and basically that was where we decided that we were going to do, take the same parts and just make new chords.
Right. I think we did New Pantz 1 and 2 around the same time.
Yes, and then New Pantz 2 had all the vocal samples on it,
right.
And then we decided to use those more. And then that's when I thought we did Pleats. I thought it was later.
No, we actually did that one first.
Man.
So we
Goes
made.
to show
I think
know.
it was like maybe sometime. It was definitely sometime in 2018, and we made the first New Pantz track in like the beginning of 2019. It was like January 2019. So, yeah,
Damn.
we made.
Crazy.
So that track was mostly just,
Pat
mostly
crying in a corner
synthesizers.
while I was yelling, do it better.
Mostly synths, and I'm thinking about what I had at the time. We used, I believe, there was like an Omnisphere track in there for like it's like a piano type, that one, and then so like some like housey piano type sound, and then 2 different basses in there. I think the Korg M1 plugin and the Moog Minotaur.
Okay.
And then I didn't have the real SH-101 at that time, but I had the boutique one, the SH-01A, and the couple sequences from the SH-01A, and then that we programmed into that, and then made the sound, and then I think the synth lead is a Moog Little Fatty, the little whistle sound.
Yeah.
I want to say that's it, and I think that's pretty much all the sounds in that. For the most part.
And then
the drums, I think, were just like some sampled drums, or we might have used addictive drums again.
And the vocal samples again were Pat crying in a corner, and I was miking it, and then we just pitched them.
The vocal samples were from Omnisphere.
Yeah. Yeah, all of the vocal samples, except for there's a couple that came from Logic, but we'll get to those later.
Yeah.
But before we move on, I wanted to do this right now because we're approaching this part of the episode. You know what? Yeah. We're approaching this part of the episode where we're gonna premiere the music video.
Woohoo!
It's about to happen, but first I want to go back to the website because this is what the new homepage looks like. You're probably used to seeing it like this if you've been there, but we have our new. Have you seen this? I don't think you've seen this yet, have you? This is what wilddinosaur.com looks like now.
Oh yeah, no, I have seen this. Yes.
Yeah, so up here at the top, you got your main, there's music links, by the way. So on our music page, there's links to Apple, Spotify, Bandcamp, YouTube. Spotify. And then there's the players here. There's
cool.
Spotify player, our old Summer Splash video, and then New Pantz 1. So yeah, you can stream them here, or your preferred method if it's YouTube or Apple or something like that. So that's what that looks like. There's the news section. I'm going to update this here shortly. I've got some new stuff to post. These are blog posts essentially. And then the merch store you've seen.
And we got those new,
the new shirts and posters. And then there's the about page. That's my dumb face. I should retake a new picture because I have short hair now. Although it's not going to be. It's going to be back to that length, probably not very long. But anyways, that's about me. But we're not here to talk about me today. We're here to talk about New Pantz, which I'm only half of. So we're only going to.
You're one leg.
We're going to talk about we're going to talk about the left leg. I'm the kicker. Anyways. Yeah, back to the website, or back to our faces.
Oh yeah, we got the album, the music video coming out.
Yeah, the music video. So let's do a little commentary before the track, or before we play the video. because since we were talking about our first record and you know, our process, especially with that previous song being from the first record, Ginkgo Momoa is the third track on the record. It's shorter. It's about a minute and a half or so, and it actually came from Pat not wanting to. We were doing stuff with vocal samples, and Pat was like, "These just sound really cool," so we just made another track out of the same vocal samples that were on New Pantz II. I think, was it New Pantz II?
It might even be the same one from Pleats.
One of the two.
Yeah.
It's Pleats or New Pantz 2, which it's kind of confusing because we have a record called New Pantz 2 and a song called New Pantz 2, which is on New Pantz 1.
Yes.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
That is awesome.
So yeah, it was one of those things where the vocal samples were cool. We didn't want to give them up, and Pat was like, can we like do this with it, or I think whatever song we were working on,
yeah,
and it just like wasn't working within the context of the track, but it was still cool, so we just decided to start a new track altogether. And like I said, was it a couple of weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, we were watching Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and I had started downloading all of these old movie clips. And so I'm going to show you what I did with those movie clips. I made this in probably about 3 hours. Yeah, so anyways, here is, we're not going to hear this on our end because it's in Streamlabs here. Everyone else will hear it, but it's not coming out of the Rodecaster. But here is the world premiere. This is the world premiere of Ginkgo Momoa, and this video will be available right here on the Wild Dinosaur music channel at 8 p.m. tonight. I don't know why I picked 8. I think it's just because nice round number, and I didn't potentially want to be live while it premiered. You know what I mean? Like if we went like 7, if we premiered it at 7 and we were live at like 7:15 or 20 or whatever, sometimes we go over. Anyways, this will be available at 8 p.m. So here is Ginkgo Momoa. Oops. I unmuted Matt. Matt? Who the fuck is Matt?
He's the owner of Spotify.
Yeah, so that was that's Ginkgo Momoa. That was the video that I put together. I've had some ideas for other music videos for some of these tracks, but I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. Yeah, this was I have heard quite a lot of people that we have shared this record with say, and I didn't expect this. I kind of thought that board shorts, and again, it's one of those things. You spend so much time working on something, you never know what people are going to like. And I kind of thought that board shorts would be the one that people gravitated towards, but literally everybody's like, Ginkgo Momoa is the track. And so I'm really glad that I ended up doing a video for that one.
That track was fun to make.
It was.
That one probably
came together the fastest.
Yeah, that one and Pleats probably came together the quickest.
I wouldn't say Pleats because I give that a 5-year life.
Yeah,
because
that had a lot of time to.
Like it might have been. We might have put it together quickly originally, and then it sat for a while, and then we did more mixing. But Pleats, I think Pleats came together in like a day.
Ginkgo Momoa?
Ginkgo Momoa came together in like a day. Damn, those jets are really going.
It came together in a day, and then we went back.
You know why there's some? Why it's so loud out there? I found another Chinese blimp or balloon.
A blimp.
A blimp. It's the Goodyear blimp.
Yeah. The Ginkgo Momoa track. A couple things about that. You wouldn't know it, but there is another one of our tracks buried in the mix on that track.
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%.
So I think that's how it started out, and then with some drums, I just put some drums to it, and what else did we do?
That was the one I think I was thinking of. That
you did the bass on that one. You played the bass part.
Was that Omnisphere bass?
Yeah, or Trillion.
Trillion. Trillion.
I think so. And then
I did the tape warping. Well,
right, and then we went back and we did that on the SH-101. I went back and did that noise part, and then I think that's the first track that we've released that features My Juno on there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to say, I think you played the melody. I can't remember.
What was I gonna say? I don't remember. But yeah, Ginkgo Momoa is a great song. Came together. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You'd sent it to me, and then I had done some rough draft work where I put in the tape warping in the beginning and end. Or no, it's just the end, right? I've done it on a couple tracks.
There's a middle and an end.
Yeah,
part.
And it starts and then it goes.
Yeah.
And then the drums kick in.
Yeah, so we made the track, and then we went, and then you did some editing, and then
we
kind
took
of recreated it.
Yeah, then we went back to Pat's because the main project file was at your house, and Pat uses Ableton, and I use Logic, so it can be a little difficult. I mean, it's not a terribly difficult thing. It's just we have to schedule when we want to work on.
Yeah.
Just work out hey, this actually that's how we did it when we were finishing this a month ago. It was one day we're gonna go to your house and we worked on these 2 tracks, and then the next day we
I think we actually just worked on them here with
oh yeah, you brought
laptop.
You brought your laptop over.
That's nice to have a portable setup for that.
Yeah,
and with the sound card, you could just plug it into any computer and you're good to go.
Yeah. So yeah, that was Ginkgo Momoa. That title just kind of came. I think somebody had said Ginkgo Biloba, and I was like Ginkgo Momoa.
I think we're saying Ginkgo Balboa.
Ginkgo Balboa, yeah.
Because we're dumbasses.
Yeah. We do a lot of what is that word word associations or whatever, where you just say things and then you just rhyme it.
Just dumb stuff.
Yeah, just completely not thought out, but then it comes out great sometimes. But yeah, we only have one more track.
My brother was asking me yesterday what the meaning is of Ginkgo Momoa, and I'm like, there really is no meaning.
No, there's no meaning.
There's no real meaning. We were like you said, we were just talking about the Ginkgo biloba tree, and then Ginkgo Momoa.
Yeah.
I still think that you should have had that clip of Jason Momoa at the end of the video, a turn and wink.
That should have been great. Well, we only got one more track left, which is the final track, "Fried Grass." So I don't want to BS around. I don't want to beat around the bush here. This song, it's not that it's a boring song. I actually really like this song. There's just not a lot of backstory to it.
We just kind of made it. I think it was just one of those.
I think it was something I'd started one day just playing around in Logic with seeing what kind of synth stuff I had, and then I might have had some different drums, and then we sat. Oh, you know what it was? I think it was when I got addictive drums.
Oh yeah, we just wanted to make some.
I wanted you to show me how to like put some stuff together, and then there was this drum track that I had sitting in my computer for a while, and then that's when I was like, I'm gonna one night was just like, I'm gonna see what kind of synth sounds I have back here. So it turned into this like it was more of a puzzle piece for me, I guess. Putting or like a puzzle for me putting this one together. It was a lot of there's I guess there's not a lot of samples in there, but there's a lot of internal logic stuff in this track, and then I did all of the vocal samples. Those were from Logic as well. So I don't know. Do you have anything to say about this track, Pat? Fried Grass.
I remember we made it, and then you did some additional work on it.
Yeah, I think it was mostly the vocal samples that I did.
I mean, like a couple of other like transition parts and stuff.
Yeah,
but yeah, I ultimately really like how it turned out. This track's grown on me,
and I think it's a good ending track too. We've mentioned before, this shouldn't come as a big surprise. This is going to be the last New Pantz record. But not to say that we're done making music together. I've known Pat for too long, and
20 plus years at this point.
Yeah, and yeah. So we're done with the name New Pantz. We're
ready to retire.
Yeah, we're ready to get some.
No, we're literally ready to retire. Like we're not working anymore.
Yeah, I made a whole $40 off Spotify, basically.
Just roll into the dough.
Yeah.
For some families, dude, that's a yearly allowance right there.
I could move to Florida on $40. So what was I going to say?
Retire to Boca Raton.
What was I going to say here? Yeah, it's the last. It's just the last New Pantz record. Again, just done with the title, but I do think that this was a good like. How did I was writing a blog post for the website that's not up yet, but it will be up there. And I think I wrote something about how I feel like this song is a good walk into the sunset.
I agree.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's kind of the
I actually had an idea
for
for a video where we bury a pair of pants. Like dig a grave and then just pour some dirt on some pants is kind of funny.
That's it.
Kind of a funny idea. That's all I really had. All right, so it wasn't the most thought out plan. That's why we went with something else. But this was just an idea I had.
Well, we are burying New Pantz. No, we hope people keep listening to this stuff. If you enjoy this stuff, put it in your playlists. Listen to it on repeat.
And let us know. Give us a shout out.
Give us another $40. I'm just kidding. That took me like 4 years to acquire.
Unless you really like the record, then, you know.
Yeah, no, we do hope you guys like the record. And I also do think that it wasn't super intentional, but it has come together quite well in the fact that I do think that the term bookend keeps coming to mind, even though there's nothing to bookend. But it's a good duology, I guess. I do think, even though the mixing is different on both records, I do think that they work well together in tandem. So listen to New Pantz 1, then listen to New Pantz 2. It's only 9 tracks total altogether. So if you get a chance to listen to it the way that we envisioned it, like George R. Martin, I'm just kidding. No, I do think they work well together. They're a good listen from front to back, and Fried Grass, I think, is a good song to kind of end it all off on. There's some. A lot of these songs tend to be bright, but the first New Pantz record has some stuff that's not as bright.
Oh yeah, I think that's why the pleats got cut from the first record. Because it was a little bright in the context of the other tracks.
But then it moves that direction a bit, and
that's true.
So
with the second, with New Pantz 2.
Yeah, New Pantz 2, and then
New Pantz 2 belongs on this record.
Summer Splash, even though it's got some like not as bright tones in the song and the chords that we used, it still has a similar kind of vibe. Like, I don't know. I think that the album cover works with Summer Splash, the song Summer Splash, which, by the way, help me out here. Help me out here. Reach out to Starburst and let them know you want them to bring Summer Splash back, because they are the best. I'm on a
mission from God.
This is it's a mission from the heavens. It's the hill I am willing to die on. So check out my stories. There's a couple of stories from our past episode regarding the
a couple of YouTube shorts,
the Starburst stuff, which we're gonna have to. Pat's not able to make it on Friday, so we're gonna have to do a rain check on the There's not really updates, but we're gonna do writing some more. We're gonna write a response letter to Christine from Wrigley.
Yes.
Wrigley Mars Co. Inc. I don't know, whatever. Co. Inc. Company Incorporated.
Wrigley co-parent.
So yeah, that'll be next week, if you can make it next week. We'll do the update, because I think that's a good you and me story to go off of. But on Friday, I'm gonna let you know about some weird ass 90s movies that I've revisited.
Ooh, sounds interesting.
It is. And we'll maybe catch up on the Mandalorian talk, because it did come out today. And we'll talk about that Friday. I probably would normally have talked about it, but this is a big occasion for us. We putting out this record, so
yeah, first one in
4 years,
almost 4 years. Yeah.
I mean, I've done the two singles since.
Oh right, yeah, we did No Friends,
and Smell the Rain. Which I sometimes forget about that one, but that was quite a. Both of them have nice view counts, actually. They could do better, but everything I have could be better.
So without further ado,
oh, you ready for it? You ready for fried grass? You ready for an inside joke from a TV show, from a British TV show that probably like Pat, and like maybe two other people have ever seen?
Yes.
No, it's the reference comes from a show called Zapped. That was it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zapped.
Which has the flimsiest premise of like any comedy.
So, and it's not. I know there is another Zap that was like Zendaya's. Or what?
It was like a Disney Channel.
Yeah, it was a Disney Channel. No, this is a BBC comedy about this like guy who ends up in this like alternate dimension or something like that, and it's so weird.
And it's like medieval times.
Yeah, and basically that turns into like It's Always Sunny. So. He ends up in this place, but then he ends up hanging out at this bar like regularly, and there's just a group of people that he kind of interacts with the whole time. And the bartender is he's like an ex-warrior who's past his prime, but he always reminisces about the good old days on the battlefield. And his favorite dish is fried grass. And it's just something that we
found it hilarious.
We
fried
still
grass.
Laugh at it. Maybe we should watch that episode later, just for another one.
Great stuff.
But yeah, without further ado, here's Fried Grass. This is the last track from the last record from New Pantz. Let's go. This is like our church music.
Yeah.
Wait, which track is the Demon Court track?
New Pantz 3.
New Pantz 3. New Pantz 3 is Demon Court. This one is church music.
This is church court.
I just
I really like that, like the bass in the background. That's like boom, 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 boom. You can
some subby stuff that we did there. I don't think either one of us has a sub, right?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my room.
Oh, in your room. Yeah, never mind. Oh no. It's me, Mario. Oh.
My brother was mentioning that it sounds like there's a lot going on in this track, but
There's not.
It's really pretty spacious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As drums, subby bass, that synth part, and the vocals. That's it. There's parts. There's more.
Yeah.
There's more parts to the song than I think some of our other tracks. But yeah, instrumentally, we left space. What else did your brother say so we can tell him he's wrong on stream?
That's pretty much it.
I'm just kidding. Remember when we had to mic that whole church full of people? Just to get this specific choir sound? We ran a Miku pedal into a guitar amp and just had a choir sing with it. So, yeah,
Exactly.
this is a Miku pedal. Processing 45 people all at once through one microphone.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah, he's got this nice long outro. That was Fried Grass.
And that was New Pantz II.
That was New Pantz II. You just listened to the whole New Pantz II record. You know what? After that, I'm feeling hungry.
I knew that was coming. It's just too good to not hit.
I love that soundbite. That's one of my favorites. Which one do you like? That one or that?
Put it in the pizza. Put it in the pizza.
Put it in the pizza. Both of those are great. I love both of those.
Did you ever watch that show back in the day when you were a kid?
I don't know if I watched the show, but I did see a bunch of various Olsen twin movies and stuff.
My brother Andrew was like obsessed with Olsen twin stuff when he was a little kid.
Was that the detective one?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Or were they? I don't know.
It might have been another one, but we watched so much of that detective one, the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen detective agency or whatever. It was so dumb. But yeah, dude, those were staples in my VCR as a kid.
You put staples in your VCR, dude. That'll mess up the tape.
Yeah, dude. Don't tell my dad.
Don't tell my dad. I'm sure he still uses the VCR, right?
He might. I don't know. Nah.
No,
But you know what?
no
You know
way.
what he did
There's
have?
no way Kurt still uses
Real
the
quick
VHS.
though, I know like we got to wrap it up here. But you know what? What he did use for a while that I thought was pretty. I hadn't really seen anybody else using these, but there was like he would record. I like record video onto CDs, or I can't recall if they were like CD-ROM or if they were actually DVDs. But I remember he used to have like a DVD burner that you could like record from the TV.
I had a bunch of those for a while. I think I recently got rid of like I had some DVD rewritables.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think I was living in Portland. And when I lived in Portland, things were not good for me. So I was like struggling with like paying certain bills and stuff like that. And my friend Eric had like just downloaded a ton of stuff and would put them on CDs for me.
Nice.
And I would watch them off my little CD drive.
Yeah, this was interesting. I was like, I hadn't really seen too many of these, but they were like DVD recorders where you could record stuff from TV and put them onto DVDs.
Yeah, I guess that's not what we were doing.
Like in the 90s and the 80s, that was a big thing, recording stuff onto VHS.
Oh, yeah. Like people did that.
Yeah.
I did that regularly.
I used to do it regularly too.
I guess the DVD thing, like recording from like TV onto DVD, that's a little funny to me.
Yeah.
Because the VHS, like everybody did that.
Yeah, but that technology, I think my dad just wasn't really ready to let it go.
Yeah.
And we didn't have like TiVo type stuff yet.
Well, and I think
DVR.
Probably at that stage, like that's when, I don't know, how long ago was this?
This was like maybe like 2005-ish, like around there.
Oh, okay. So like torrenting was a thing.
Yes.
At that point. So that's how I ended up getting stuff. Was my friend Eric would, or not just him, but I had a bunch of other friends that would torrent stuff for me and put them on disc.
Oh, I understand, but it's funny you're recording off the TV.
Yeah. It's so good. That's so
you'd
good.
record like live sporting events and stuff onto DVD.
That's so great. All right. Well, that's it for this episode. I'm going to get rid of this art here. Don't forget to check out wilddinosaur.com. It's a really cool place, and it's the best place to support this channel. I'm going to be doing... Oh, what's going on
Check
here?
out those new...
The backdrop froze. That's funny.
Check out those new tees and poster.
Yeah, the new T-shirts, the new Pantz album cover, T-shirt and poster. There's going to be updates to the website soon. Again,
remember to just put that. Even if you're not listening, still put that album on. Let it play through a few times.
Play it through. Listen to it every night. Fall asleep to it on repeat. Wake up the next day and start your day off right. You know what I mean? That's weird that this froze. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, there's going to be some updates to the website soon too. My friend Jay, who helped me build the website, he's been cleaning some stuff up, and there was some products that were out of stock that the company is not going to restock. So we did clean that up. So there's stuff. Whatever's on the website should be available. There might be one or two colors or sizes out of stock. I don't think we're to that right now, but we did clean up the shop quite a bit. And this year there's going to be some more stuff. I have plans on trying to get new designs up. There's a couple that I've already been working on, so check back for that. The music video for Ginkgo Momoa will be live in about 54 minutes here on the Wild Dinosaur YouTube
Check
channel.
your watches.
So come back and check that out. I'll probably be reposting it on social media over the next, that and the record over the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for that. The other thing I like to do is I like to direct people to the link in the description. There is a way to donate to Planned Parenthood. I think it's a super cool organization, and I've had some interactions with them in the past, and they're great. And so I don't know, they're something I support. So check them out. And if you feel like supporting them too, there's that link there to donate to them. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. We're going to go, what are we going to go do, Pat? I think we're going to go. I don't know if we're getting pizza or not, but we're going to go eat. But yeah, we'll be back. Oh, that's not the right one.
You'll be back.
I'll be back on Friday with some talk on some 90s movies and possibly the Mandalorian stuff too. So don't forget to like and subscribe and do all that fun stuff. I'm your host, John B, the Sloop John B, Wild Dinosaur. This is Jon Does. This is Pat. We made music. Go listen to it. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.